My name is Will Hensley. I'm the head engineer of One Shot, One Take, and today is the City in the Heart edition. I was born and raised in San Antonio, Texas. My mom was a classical pianist, or she is a classical pianist. She told me never to get into music because there was not any money and it wasn't going to be fun. And you can't take the thing that you love and make a living doing it because that's just crazy. And so when she told me I shouldn't do music, I had to do music. And my dad always kind of secretly supported me and was like, dude, go, do what you gotta do. And that kept going all the way until I went to college and got into audio recording and mixing and falling in love with just being in the studio. Came up to New York in 2004 for an internship and in the studio. It was actually called Quad then, but since then it's changed names to Premiere. And I ended up working underneath a mixing engineer named Michael Brower. And we were here for about 4 years before we moved to Electric Lady. I was there for about, I guess, another year and a half, something like that. And that brings us to about 3 years ago when I went kind of freelance. I've been working at different studios on different projects with different artists non-stop. I've been really fortunate to have mostly really amazing experiences. Every time I go in the studio, if it's not the best time I ever have, I definitely learn something. I don't know, there's just something really magical about taking a great song and just recording it and taking, whatever I have to work with and making it as good as it can possibly be. And every time I do that, I do feel like it's magic. Today, working on the One Shot, One Take, City in the Heart edition, it was a little challenging to know that I was going to work with a bunch of different songwriters, just being prepared for all different styles. There weren't any two performers that were the same. Everybody had a different playing style, everybody had a different, singing style, and I didn't want to come into it with just, okay, well, this is going to be the acoustic guitar mic, and this is going to be the vocal mic, and this is going to be the chain, and that's going to be it, because, you set that up for the first person, and it sounds great, and then somebody else comes in, and it's like, what, this isn't quite working. I knew that when I came in, so I set up two different vocal mics, and, just kind of assuming they were a pretty broad spectrum between the two that I could cover. And with the guitar miking, I had two different sets of sounds. One was a, X and Y stereo pair, and one was a just mono cardioid pointed right down at the floor. And, between those 5 mics, I was able to capture a bunch of different combinations that'll all work really well together in the end. Ciabatta, warm bread, bacon in the oven. Chocolate, yeah, we're licking our lips. I just finished up about 5 albums that I seem to have started about 3 all at the same time. And then through that process of about a year, I picked up a couple more, and then they all just finished in December. The first one I started was for a songwriter. His name's Chris Ayer, and he just got signed to Sony Europe. So he's going to be going on tour, and I'm not sure when they're going to put out this record that we just finished, but, because since he just got signed, they're releasing all his old catalog. But we've got this new one ready to go as soon as they're ready to push it, so that's awesome. Another record was for a songwriter named Tracy Thorne, and she plays a lot around, West Village and Lower East Side, and she approached me and wanted me to make a record kind of mimicking the style of a record that I made 3.5 years ago, where I had this 2-bedroom apartment where I converted 1 bedroom into a studio, and I played all the instruments, drums, bass, guitar, piano, mandolin, everything. And she approached me and said, I want you to make a record for me exactly like that. And I said, I can't, I don't, what I'm doing now is I, either approach bands that are already fully done, or if there's a songwriter and they need a band, I hire the band. But I produce and engineer, and if I need to play an instrument, fine, but I try and focus more on the production side of it. And she said, I don't care, I want you to make a record like that because I trust you and I like the way that record came out. So it took a while, but I did that with the same methodology, and it came out sounding really great.
And we will be good together.
If anybody wants to get in touch with me, they can find me at wahproductions.com. My email address is will@wahproductions.com. That's WAH, like my initials.
Let go with you. With you.
Hi, I'm Will Hensley at Premier Studios doing One Shot, One Take, The City in the Heart edition. Enjoy.